And we are live. Welcome into the Arena Gaming News Morning Show for Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming. Burley, how you doing, man? Happy Tuesday to you. Yeah.
Happy Tuesday to you. How are you?
Yeah. I'm doing good, man. Doing good. A little better than yesterday, I guess. I'm not as tired as I was yesterday, but yeah. How about you? Are you still run down, or are you a little bit better today?
I think no, I'm good. I actually got one of those things they call sleep. It's I know it's a mythic rare thing these days. I actually slept last night, so it was really nice. Just went to bed early and was able to get a good night's sleep.
Nice. So I'm kind of going in and out right now. Okay, there we go. We're back now. I was opening up something there on the PC, and I start getting that little kind of like the old Max Headroom. Remember Max Headroom from back in the 80s? You know, that type of thing. Yeah.
Before my time. That's all.
Before your time. Yeah. It was back in the good old 1980s. Yeah, the good old days of MTV when MTV was really popular. Yeah. Anyway, so we got a pretty cool show for you. There's a little bit more news than there was yesterday, Burley. I would have to say. So we got some numbers from Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. We're going to talk about that. Prince of Persia. There's some news there. We're going to talk about that as well. Final Fantasy 16. Some more news down the pipeline on that. And then we got a teaser for the Mass Effect 5.
Ooh.
We don't know what the name of it is yet, but Mass Effect 5. And of course, yesterday was in 7 Day. So they dropped the teaser. So we're going to talk about that as our topic of the show later on. Yeah. So, Burley, the countdown has begun with God of War Ragnarok, man. It's like less than a day now, I think, that we can play it. So when does it go live your time in Canada?
Midnight.
Okay.
Midnight last I checked. But for me, I'm waiting on. I'm refreshing the Amazon page because I ordered the collector's edition, and it's like the last it says is like estimated delivery is Friday.
God. Well,
no,
that's
good news is the controller shipped.
Yeah.
So, but it's being delivered by Canada Post, so I should have it next month, probably.
So you were hoping to play it with that customized controller and all, right? Yeah. So.
Yes.
Nice. I guess you're gonna have to use your regular PS5 DualSense controller until you get the one. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for that, and Plague Tale Requiem, still playing that. So yeah, looking forward to moving on with that as well. So the big three for me for the end of the year: Plague Tale Requiem, of course, God of War Ragnarok from tomorrow, and then Callisto Protocol in December. Those are my big three. So, yeah. My big three. Burley, you okay?
Yeah. No, I am okay. Your big three. Yeah, for my big three I've got for the end here. Sonic Frontiers that came out today. So I'll be streaming that. God of War Ragnarok, and then my meat and potatoes on my channel, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
And Violet. You're getting Violet though, right?
Yeah, Violet.
Violet, okay. Yeah. Are you gonna play Scarlet at some point as well?
Yes. Because the nice thing with Nintendo, the one good thing they do is you can have multiple accounts on your Switch, and me and my friend will buy games, and I can log in as his profile and play Scarlet, and he can play my Violet version, and we don't interrupt each other's saves.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the news. So Burley, go ahead and get the drone ready. Let's go ahead and fly that, and then we're going to jump into the news right after Burley flies the drone. So we'll be right back right after this.
UAV drone is online.
So Burley, this comes as no surprise to me. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 breaks yet another franchise record. I mean, you think that all these fresh new players, video game players, they're going to jump right on the Call of Duty, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah. So it breaks another record. So this is from Game Rant. I will go ahead and throw you the link to the article that we're going to be discussing from. So GameRant.com. So yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has crossed the 1 billion revenue mark, Burley. 1 billion in only 10 days. 10 days. And has become the fastest game in the franchise to do so. Modern Warfare 2 came out recently and has taken the gaming world by storm, as seen by more than 1 billion matches and 200 million hours across Xbox, PlayStation, and PC platforms. The latest title is selling much faster than other games like Call of Duty Vanguard, leading the revenue figures by more than 40%. Ooh. Furthermore, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, another renowned name, held the title of the fastest Call of Duty game to reach a 1 billion figure in 15 days. So Modern Warfare 2 beat it by 5 days. But now Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has matched those sales numbers in only 10 days, making it the fastest selling Call of Duty game of all time. So yeah, fans love first-person shooters from Activision, of course, as it breaks multiple records daily. Recently, Modern Warfare 2 saw the biggest PlayStation Store launch ever for a Call of Duty game and broke the 5-day record set by 2011's Modern Warfare 3 of 775 million. Unsurprisingly, the people at Activision Blizzard are delighted about this record-breaking commercial performance, including the CEO, Bobby Kotick, which I am not going to discuss his quotes. Anyway, so Burley, what do you think of this? Are you surprised?
Yes and no. Mm-hmm. If you remember, Vanguard did not do well. It sold well. It didn't sell as high as the others, and people were not happy with Vanguard. They dropped the ball with Vanguard because they had the easy win that year, because Battlefield really screwed up.
Oh yeah, Battlefield was a
buggy mess. Call of Duty had the easiest win, but they tripped at the 1 yard line. It was so they screwed up with Vanguard, but more people, I'll be honest, out of all the developers for Call of Duty, Infinity Ward is the one I like the most, and that's the one I would play their games most of. Yeah. Just because I always find Infinity Ward does a better job. Not to bash Treyarch or the others. Yeah. But I just always found they would do the better job. And this is a sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare. People really did like that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
This, everything I've seen, I've watched a lot of stuff on this. They did a lot of things right on this Call of Duty. I must say, the campaign's really good from what I've heard and watched. The
campaign has not done so well in reviews. I mean, it's kind of in the middle, 6s or something like that. Whereas the multiplayer is what's really holding this up. So
yeah, well, that's the main thing is the multiplayer. But I mean, in terms of Call of Duty campaigns, you're never gonna get that 10 out of 10 campaign.
Oh no.
So but I never. After Cyberpunk, I don't trust reviewers. I watch certain people stream and watch them play the game.
Well, this kind of franchise, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't even play the campaign. They only play it for the multiplayer. So I mean, yeah, I mean, and then what was it? I'm trying to remember which one was it that didn't even have a campaign. It was released 1 year without the campaign.
Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4, yeah. They just skipped the campaign, knowing that probably not too many people were going to play it.
But there was still the outcry. Black Ops 2, funny enough, that was 10 years ago. November 11th, 2020. Yeah. Well, so 10 years ago, they beat the record from a Call of Duty 10 years ago, which is insane. Yeah. And you know what? The multiplayer, I'm hearing good things, and they're still adding free content to it. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're adding a free mode
that was big on PC. Game. A lot of PC gamers were playing Tarkov.
So they're adding that to Call of Duty coming and a few other modes. They had I think it's 15 maps.
Yeah. Yeah, Warzone 2.0 is coming soon as well.
Yeah, so, Warzone, if you care about that.
Yeah.
I never got into Warzone. But it's like, hey, you know what? If you spend the time and really put out a good product, it's gonna do well.
Now,
no shot.
My question to you, Burley, is Modern Warfare 2, as it says in the article, saw the biggest PlayStation Store launch ever. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if that's because PlayStation players are nervous that it could possibly not come to PlayStation ever again, even though Phil Spencer has already said that as long as there's a PlayStation, Call of Duty will go to PlayStation. But who knows? I mean, you got all these PlayStation players out there. We got to get it now. This might be the last one.
There is a minority. I want to say a minority of people that are like that. Yeah. God, we got Sporty here on PlayStation, or it's gone. But I think I want to believe in people. I know it's an odd thing to say, that most people, gamers, are smart enough to be like, yeah, it's not going away. They've said it's not going away.
No, it's not going away.
Maybe because that'd be the dumbest, that would just be shooting themselves in the foot, Phil would do.
Yeah, I mean, I trust Phil Spencer. I trust him at his word. And I think Microsoft, the way they've been doing things recently, I mean, I think, it's going to continue to go to PlayStation. But of course, we're going to be talking about another story later on here in the morning show. A game that will not come to a particular platform thanks to exclusivity. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. But big numbers for, Call of Duty again. I mean, just all the new players out there jumping right into Call of Duty. So yeah, Call of Duty is like, the staple when it comes to the multiplayer shooter.
Oh yeah.
So definitely.
Well, it's the default standard.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Halo was for years, and then Call of Duty, they came up with that great formula, and when they do it well, it just takes over.
Right.
And we'd love to hear from either in the chat, super chat, or if you're watching this after this is live, in the comments. What do you think of this with Modern Warfare 2? Is this a game you're thinking of picking up? Like, I'll be honest, I'm actually considering picking this up, because everything I've seen in this game is like, oh my god, they actually this looks fun, and doesn't look like it cheated me out of my money like Gotham Knights.
Slap down on Gotham Knights, Burley?
Yeah, we'll be doing that video soon enough.
Yeah, we'll be doing that soon enough. Yeah. So, well, another game that's we don't know exactly when the hell it's going to be coming out. Prince of Persia. We're going to be talking about that next. Yeah. So stay tuned. All right, Burley. Prince of Persia. The remake isn't canceled, but Ubisoft is refunding pre-orders. So the link to the article from IGN is below here for you video viewers. I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of it for you. So Ubisoft has provided an update on the long-delayed, and I mean long-delayed, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake, reassuring fans that the game is not canceled. In the update, Ubisoft confirmed that the Sands of Time remake is still in development at Ubisoft Montreal. However, Ubisoft has started canceling pre-orders for the game. Not good. Saying, quote, "Since the game currently does not have a release date, existing pre-orders have been canceled and refunded where applicable," end quote. Which basically means we don't know if it's coming out, so we don't want you to have your money forked down with us not knowing if it's actually ever going to come out or not. That's what that really means, I think. The publisher said, let me continue with what that says in the article. The publisher said pre-orders, quote, "may reopen," end quote, once the game's new release date is announced. Ubisoft also said there are no plans to remake any other Prince of Persia title. Wow. Okay. Since its announcement in September 2020, the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake has been delayed 3 separate times, Along the way, Ubisoft handed the game off to Ubisoft Montreal, creators of the Sand of Time trilogy. The game was originally in development at Ubisoft Pune and Ubisoft Mumbai. Prince of Persia Remake was delayed out of Ubisoft's fiscal year 23. When it was first announced, it was in development for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and was supposed to cost $39.99. So we don't know if any of those details will change given the delays and additional years of development. I say it should not. Burley, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think why they're canceling pre-orders. I think because we know they've had trouble development with this. I think this isn't going to come to old gen. I don't think this is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. I think what they're going to do is saying, you know what, developing for multiple generations is too hard for us. We want this game to run the best, so we're going to run it on current. I think that's what we're going to get very shortly in the coming months.
I think they should just skip last gen and just put it on current gen if possible. You know?
Well, like this thing was announced way too early.
Yeah. Another situation of being way too early, like you said. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like this is just getting ridiculous. Like it was announced in 2020, and it's like, when did you start working on that game? 2 weeks before we announced it.
It's kind of like the scenario with Beyond Good and Evil too. You know, it's like they announce it and then it never comes, and it's been years now.
Oh, that game's dead. That game's dead.
So I mean, that's just another example of, you know, announcing a game that you don't even have, you know. You don't have any timetable on, you don't have any developers actually working on, you just put a trailer together and throw it out there. But this game is a bit different. I mean, I think it will come out, but who knows when.
Oh, this game will come out because they know their fans killed them, and Prince of Persia Sands of Time was one of their biggest games ever. And people really loved it. People wanted a new Prince of Persia. And this was like, okay, this is like 20 years after the original, when we originally did this game. So it is kind of be interesting to see how they do it. Like, I want this game to come out, and I want it to come out good. I've actually never played Sands of Time. I've played some of the others. I've always
I say 2024. 2024 because it's been pushed out of fiscal year 23. I say 2024 it comes out. That's just my prediction.
I'm gonna go 2025.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know why 2025 is speaking to me, but you know what? Take your time, Ubisoft is the real thing. Get this coming out right, and you know what? If last gen is holding you back, cut it. I would rather you be upfront and honest, say, we're not doing this for the Switch. We can't do this for PS4, Xbox One. We're doing it for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. That's it. Good day.
Yeah.
You know what? There'll be people upset, but there'll be a lot more people like me being, okay, understanding. Hey, you know what? Because I'm tired of the games where they develop for multiple platforms and then they say, well, it's because we developed for multiple platforms that it wasn't as good. And it's like, no, don't use that excuse. Get it right.
Right. Well, a game that's most definitely probably going to be coming out next year, Final Fantasy 16. So that's our next story here. Final Fantasy 16 is, according to a PlayStation 5 ad, exclusive to PS5 for 6 months. So too bad Xbox, too bad PC. Yeah, it will be coming to PC, but we don't know exactly when yet. So So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of the article for you. So the link for video viewers here from IGN is below. So the highly anticipated Final Fantasy 16 has seemingly been confirmed to be an exclusive PlayStation 5 game for at least 6 months. So there was a new ad about the PS5 DualSense wireless controller's features recently, and a Final Fantasy 16 was part of it was briefly shown with a disclaimer at the bottom, and it reads, quote, Final Fantasy 16 anticipated summer 2023, PS5 exclusive for 6 months ago.
And that exclusive for 6 months was so small because they want you to. They don't. They because this was heavenly. It was first shown off at a PlayStation event.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be a timed exclusive. I mean, but for how long, you know, we didn't really know. But now it's pretty clear it's going to be like 6 months. But we're still not clear how long for you know, before it comes out on PC. So yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Well,
man.
if it's coming out in summer, early 2024, then for PC.
Yeah, probably. So I don't know, man. I've said it a million times over. I really loathe timed exclusivity on games. You know, I think probably the biggest example for me was the 1-year exclusivity deal Xbox had with Rise of the Tomb Raider. You know, because at that time I was pretty much, you know, I was hooked on my PS4. You know, I was playing most of my games on PS4, and then they got the 1-year exclusivity deal on it, so I had to play it on Xbox. I mean, at some point, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Most people that play Final Fantasy, they're going to play it on a PlayStation anyway. But I mean, there's a lot of people on Xbox that are going to be bummed by this, and they should be. You know, and who knows exactly what time it'll come out on PC. Go ahead, your thoughts, Burley.
Most play on Final Fantasy on PlayStation because of all these deals, to make it exclusive. Let's be honest. I play it on PlayStation because of that, and like I love my Xbox. I am more of a PlayStation guy because of the exclusive franchises PlayStation has that I've been playing for 20-something years.
Right.
But like I hate this timed exclusivity crap. But at least it's only 6 months for PC players.
Yeah,
it's not so bad. It's not a year, 2 years. Who the frick knows? And I'm hoping it's not like this, where 6 months it goes to Epic, and then we gotta wait you gotta wait another 6 months to a year to go to Steam.
Yeah.
That's the question I really want to know.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments. I mean, you know, what do you think? I mean, of the all this exclusivity stuff. I mean, you know, are you going to play Final Fantasy 16 on your PlayStation, or if you're primarily an Xbox user, are you going to wait for it to come to Xbox, or are you going to play it on PC? Let us know in the comments. We'd really like to hear from you on that. But let me just go back to our Call of Duty conversation here. Do you think, even though Phil Spencer says, as long as there's a PlayStation made, Call of Duty is going to be on PlayStation, but once this deal goes through, could you see timed exclusivity on certain like packaged items within Call of Duty? Or, for example, they say, okay, it's coming to Game Pass day one. It's going to be exclusive for PlayStation or for Xbox for a few months.
No, they wouldn't do Call of Duty exclusive for a few months. They might do, and PlayStation had these advantages of like the special map only on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Or the 72 hours early on PlayStation, or the beta comes first to Xbox. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Those kind of stuff, because if you take as much as Microsoft's not stupid, you want to sell those maps and all that stuff on PlayStation because it's going to make money, like make an insane amount.
Yeah, well, there is some type of contractual agreement for Call of Duty to be on PlayStation and it not come to Game Pass, I think, for a specific amount of time. So
I can't remember if it was Game Pass, or I think it's also like exclusive content where they get the better beta and all that.
Right.
Because that was a thing. So Sony has been doing this for years. They've been doing it with Square, Call of Duty.
It's their strategy. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so. I really understood it with Call of Duty because it just made sense because like you had everyone, a lot of people I knew that were into shooters all went to Xbox because of Halo and stuff like that. So try and reduce and get more people to stay on PlayStation with it.
Right.
I got it. Like this with Final Fantasy, like I get it from Sony's perspective because they want to keep, because they did help the franchise back in the day in the 90s, late 90s. They did help because originally Final Fantasy VII, for those that don't know, it was originally going to be on the N64. They were doing early demos of it, but because of the cartridge limitations, Sony came to them with the CD technology. Squaresoft and them just started up a great relationship, and it's unfortunately, though, Microsoft has tried. They have had some good little relationships because it's the weirdest thing. Like Octopath started out as Switch exclusive, then went to PC, then went to Xbox. You think it would have came to PlayStation. Whatever reason it didn't. Yet Octopath Traveler 2 is coming to PS4, PS5, and it's like, okay, like for PlayStation users, are you at least is there gonna be a surprise announcement? Hey, if you pre-order on PlayStation, you get the first game free because you never got to play it. Your PlayStation only.
So but let us know in the comments what you think of this exclusivity stuff, and with Final Fantasy and all. So we're be interested to hear from you on that. But Burley, it's time for the topic of the show, and obviously yesterday, of course, November 7th in 7 Day. So we got a new teaser for the next Mass Effect game, whenever the hell it's going to come out. Probably, of course, Dragon Age is going to come out sooner than the next Mass Effect. But we're going to show you that trailer and get to the topic of the show right after this. So stay tuned. All right. Mass Effect fans scramble to decipher next game's new teaser. So we got this new teaser here. So I'm going to read a little bit of this for you first, and I will give you the link to the article, of course, from Kotaku. So, Burley, do you think Commander Shepard is still alive?
No. I think the problem is like it's been too long with Shepard since they've had it. And it's like if you bring him back because of the endings with 3, even though I haven't finished 3, you're gonna have people that'll go, You're gonna have people cause a sting. So it's best, in my opinion. I feel they're just gonna leave him dead. Let it be known.
Okay.
Let him stay dead. Make a new character, but you got to make the character interesting, because I know that was the whole thing with Andromeda. People didn't like. They didn't like your character.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the teaser here. So let me go ahead and get this thing running here as I do this here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the teaser. So let me drop this down. So, and as the teaser, it will repeat itself. So as I go through this, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of the article here. So this is from Kotaku. Of course, why release a new Mass Effect trailer when you can just send fans spiraling down the conspiracy hole with a brief tease instead, which we are showing now. BioWare released its latest salvo of clues for the upcoming sci-fi RPG today, including ambient video of a new mass relay, giant space stations that shoot ships around the galaxy being built. There are nods to the original trilogy ship, Normandy, the villainous group Cerberus, and a whole lot more. So last in 7 Day, all we got was a single image last year, I think it was. This time around, we got an entire 25-second clip, which we are showing here now, of a Mass Effect relay being built in space, complete with ambient noise, which of course it's you don't hear the ambient noise here, but mysterious repeating sounds, which obviously we don't hear here because it's muted. So there are many things for you to find. So I'm gonna read a little bit of what they say here. So let me go ahead and get to that here. So,
while you're doing that,
yeah.
some of the stuff has been decoded. People have found.
Yeah,
there is a message from Liara.
Yeah,
from the previous games.
Yeah, she says, quote, like, exactly, the council will be furious, although they should not know by now not to underestimate, end quote. So that's a part of it. But so you see the ship, as you see this trailer here, there's a ship hovering in the lower right corner of the screen.
Yeah.
So some people are thinking that could be the Normandy, because the Normandy was known to be a ship with cloaking technology.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Yeah. So you see it there. It's kind of floating down towards the MR7 point there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there are numbers at the bottom of the screen. The for example, 11 underscore 07 underscore 90 underscore 000 underscore 1000 201 3313. One interpretation is that this footage is from the year 2190, which would put it only 4 years after the Reapers were destroyed at the end of the original trilogy. 314, meanwhile, could be a reference to Relay 314, the discovery of which kicked off the first contact wars prior to the events of Mass Effect 1 and led to the creation of Cerberus. The title of the file also indicates that the footage was intercepted, implying it might be surveillance by Systems Alliance, the galactic governing body from the original trilogy. So, yeah. So I don't know, man. And there's a bunch of rumors out there, Burley, that Mass Effect 5 could take place like after the events of Mass Effect Andromeda, or there could be time travel involved. Obviously, because the Mass Effect Andromeda takes place like 600 years or so after the events of the Mass Effect trilogy, because they have to travel in suspended animation to get to the corner of the Milky Way galaxy. So, but there could be time travel, which means that the crew of the Andromeda might be coming back, and they might have to go back in time or something. Who knows? What do you think, man?
Yeah, it's 634 years. I quickly just did a quick Google of that. Yeah, that would actually be interesting for Mass Effect. Just go time travel.
Yeah.
And you could do going back and forth in the future and the past. Mm-hmm. If you got good writers, I'm okay with time travel. If you don't, time travel could be really bad. But time travel could be really cool gameplay wise. Mm-hmm. Like going to planets and it's like, you go here in the past, in the present.
Yeah,
we can't do this. We got to go to the past or future to try and get through.
Well, if they are in the Andromeda timeline, Liara could still be alive, because the Asari live for over 1,000 years. Basically, there's they live.
Yeah.
They live a long, long time. So she could still be around at that time. So, yeah.
Do you think this, because we had the Mass Effect Legendary Edition come out, I think it was 2 years ago? Do you think we will get any we'll get any if you can take your saves from that collection and import it into this new one?
That's a good question. Yeah, that would be interesting.
That would be cool. That'd be something I'd love to see.
Do you think this next Mass Effect game will be on the scope of Starfield?
I don't think they'll do as many planets and all that, because it's unlike Bethesda, where it's all going to be a lot of it is randomly generated. Mm-hmm. They are going to take the time and craft every planet, or at least I'm hoping, craft every planet and moon to be unique. Mm-hmm. Have a lot of NPCs, have unique stuff going on there.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments what you think. What you think of this teaser, and what do you think is going to be the focus of Mass Effect 5? Let us know in the comments. We really love to hear from you. Yeah. So Good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm excited for Mass Effect 5 when it does eventually come out. You know, I honestly, I'm in the minority. I really enjoyed Andromeda. I really did. I liked it. It was a fun game for me to play.
See, that's the thing. Like, everyone shit on Andromeda. See, I played the first game, never played 2 and 3, and then I went to Andromeda. I really liked Andromeda. From what I played, I got like 15, 20 hours into it, and I had my fun.
Yeah, it was good stuff, man. It was really good. It was fun. Yeah, and and the Mass Effect trilogy, I went back to that. I think it was last year. I played a little bit of it on the on the Series X. So it's good stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
So, right. So yeah, that's been our, of course, Tuesday edition of the morning show. Obviously, here on the Arena Productions, we're exclusive here on YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, obviously be sure to hit that like and subscribe and the notification bell for when we go live for the morning show, and of course our other shows here on the Arena Productions. So and of course we have our weekly gaming news podcast called The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast that we do every Saturday. So it goes up here on our YouTube channel as well. So yeah, it's good stuff. So any last words for the Tuesday edition, Burley? Anything you want to say before we sign out?
No, first of all, thank you, and big little shout out to Fubu87. He's been really a friend of the show. Really, I was in his stream yesterday, and he was really supporting us and pushing the podcast to his community, so thank you.
Thanks, Fubu.
I want to do a thank you on that. Don't forget, everyone, because we are now YouTube partners, you can join. We do have the join option. It does support us, but you also get cool little emoticons and stuff in the chat that you can use for when we're doing these live streams. Also, we do have super chat and other features like that enabled to also help support the channel.
That's right. Thank you so much. Yeah, we really appreciate your support, and it helps us to make all of our content even better for all of you out there. So thank you so much. So
yes.
All right. So that's going to do it for the Tuesday edition of the Arena Gaming News Morning Show here on the Arena Productions YouTube channel. I've been your host, XPAT, along with my co-host, Burleyman Gaming. We hope to catch you tomorrow. Obviously, this episode will be in the live section, but it will also, I will be editing it, and it will also go to, of course, the Arena Gaming News Podcast playlist. So you can check it out there whenever today and whenever you come to our channel. So it will be there. So we hope to catch you again tomorrow. Obviously, 3:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 11:30 a.m. out in the UK, and of course out here in Japan in the evening at 8:30 p.m. JST. Okay, so take care, everyone, and we hope to catch you for the midweek Wednesday edition of the morning show. So until then, take care, everyone. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.
Yep.